हाय गाइस, इट्स श्रेया हियर एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल ब्यूटी एंड द कोड। आज के वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ शेयर करने वाली हूँ मेरे टॉप 10 कॉफी डोमिनेटिंग फ्रेग्रेंसेस। आई रियली enjoy hints of coffee in my perfumes, and that is the reason that over time I have collected a couple of coffee fragrances that I have been loving. So I wanted to share my compilation of coffee fragrances with you guys. So let's begin. Before we do so, make sure कि आपने मेरे चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब कर लिया, you've hit the bell notification and you follow me on Instagram. And now let's get started. I definitely want to start off with the one that I am currently obsessing over, and this one is from Latafa. This one is called as Latafa Khamra Kahwa. You can see the dent that I have given to this perfume, and this is a very gorgeous kind of like a flanker to the original Khamra perfume. This has kick of cinnamon, some ginger, cardamom, lots of floral notes, sweet notes like praline, vanilla, all of that jazz, coffee, tonka bean, all of this is present, and coffee plays a very important background role in this perfume. Like, you will not straight up sniff the coffee will come in the base, in the dry down, and you will experience that very beautiful coffee wrapping up the all the notes that I mentioned, and it just kind of creates a very beautiful and a very magical coffee moment. So this one is rich, this one is strong, and this is a performer. This has good projection, good longevity, good sillage. Overall, I absolutely love this one. Especially, I could not think that coffee and tonka bean note will have a good combination with cinnamon, cardamom, and ginger, because those things are something that I relate more with chai rather than coffee. So that was a surprise element to me, that this combination also could complement each other. That was a surprise to me. So I am thoroughly enjoying this perfume. This is one of the best coffee perfumes in my collection, and I love it so much. Next perfume is a very obvious one because the name itself is French coffee. This one is from Al Rehab. This is a very affordable coffee fragrance, and this is a straight up realistic coffee that we are looking at. If you go to a CCD store and you ask for a cappuccino, this is the kind of fragrance that you're going to end up with. And this is, like I mentioned, a very realistic coffee. So this one has coffee is the most dominating note in this one, along with milk, sugar, vanilla, some caramel, and again a dash of cinnamon. It also has the note of cacao, which kind of gives it a bitter touch. This perfume is cappuccino but with चीनी कम, मतलब थोड़ा शुगर कम है इसमें, ऐसे फील होता है. दिस इज नॉट अ वेरी स्वीट कॉफी. दिस वन इज काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ मीडियोकर स्वीटनेस वाला कॉफी. द कॉफी नोट इज insanely strong in this one. And I also do want to mention this, that not all the time I want to smell like coffee. Like, I like drinking coffee, I have my mood for it. Evenings are the time that I enjoy my like tonic coffees. In the morning I prefer black coffee. So this one is kind of like a heavy coffee dose, and I'm not comfortable smelling like coffee all the time. Like, I need to be in a certain mood to enjoy this perfume. So this is not for everyone. Only if you are like obsessed with coffee and you want yourself to smell like a cappuccino, then this perfume is for you and you don't want to miss it. My third coffee perfume is from Paris Corner, and this one is called as Eternal Coffee. Now, what is the difference between this and Al Rehab one? This is a more sweeter, more powdery, and kind of more gourmand leaning coffee take on the Al Rehab. Al Rehab is a very straight up coffee perfume where it will simply remind you of cappuccino. This one is more like a flavored cappuccino. It has some slight hints of floral notes like heliotrope. It has a presence of coconut milk to it. Like, there is a lactonic tone along with coconut present in this, which is not there in Al Rehab. And this one is again that milky caramel coffee tonka bean situation, but with added notes of musk, some heliotrope, some coconut, some additional lactonic notes, and a slight hint of a gourmand touch. So this one is more sweetened, more like a caramel flavored, and some additional flavored coffee. It's just not straight up cappuccino. But again, this perfume is gorgeous. If I have to compare this one and Al Rehab, my personal preference leans towards this one, because I find this to be worn more universally, and this is not This is a straight up coffee, but it has a lot of other nuances to it. So I enjoy Eternal Coffee more as compared to Al Rihab. Now the next one is from Tant Mew. This is Empress, and I have reviewed this on my channel and I have spoken very highly of this, and my opinions have not changed. This one is kind of like a dupe to Black Opium from YSL. The notes breakdown for this one is apple, pear, green and neroli. Some aquatic notes with violet and orange, coffee, caramel, vanilla and musk. Now this one is not like a lactonic coffee perfume. This one is the one in which coffee is playing a background role. The floral and the fruity nuances in this perfume plays a very crucial role, and this is kind of similar to the next perfume that I'm going to talk about, which is Gardenia by Zara. Since I shared like the note structure for that one, I think that this is very similar to one more perfume that I want to show you, so I thought of talking about both the perfumes together. So the next one is Zara Gardenia. Now you can see this is well macerated. The juice color has changed tremendously. Now Zara Gardenia and this Tant Mew Empress both are good dupes of Black Opium by YSL. That's why I thought that I'll just consider talking about these two together. This one has more floral nuances than Gardenia, and Gardenia I feel is a little more sharper to my nose than Tant Mew. So both have their advantages and disadvantages. This perfume works little more better in terms of longevity as compared to Zara Gardenia on me. So these two are both the kind of fragrances that have floral nuances, fruity nuances, and coffee is there, but it's in the background. This is not a realistic straight up coffee. This is a very enhanced perfume in which coffee just plays as one of the background notes. This perfume is again quite sensual. This is very feminine, it's sensual, it's kind of bold, and you will definitely enjoy this in daytime as well as night, because the fruity and floral nuances in both of these perfumes kind of make it more like universally flattering. It makes it more to be used all year around and all day around kind of a fragrance. These two are beautiful. If you don't want a straight up coffee, you want more enhanced nuances to it, you should consider these two instead. So I don't know how my brain cells are working today, because I have one more dupe of YSL Black Opium and I completely forgot to mention about it. So the next perfume is going to be that. This one is called as November from Aeronaut. Now I've put a good dent in this perfume as well, and you see the pattern. I kind of like the Black Opium DNA. I'm one of those girls who has like a fangirl moment with Black Opium, but I could not afford it, so I got all the dupes. That's kind of the girl that I am, is what I'm kind of showing off here. And I don't mind it. I love Black Opium DNA, but I don't find it worth the price, so I didn't get the original one. Anyways, this one has pear, caramel, jasmine, coffee, vanilla, patchouli and pink pepper. Now I find this perfume to be more enhanced than Tant Mew Empress and Zara Gardenia. Out of the three, this one is the more superior one, and so is the price. This is costly. This is almost around 2000 rupees, and after purchasing this and after experiencing the whole kind of shebang of YSL Black Opium, I felt that if I don't want to compromise on the pricing, I better go with the other two options, because Tant Mew Empress is available at 1000, which is like half of this price, and so is Zara Gardenia. So this is the expensive one, but it is more sophisticated. It is more kind of like more enhanced than the other two. The scent profile all in all is better than the other two, and this is more closer to the actual YSL Black Opium. So I will leave it up to you. I feel that I love all the three. Out of the three, this has more white floral and that jasmine kick is more as compared to the other two, but all three to my nose they smell different. So I'm kind of enjoying that. I will completely leave it on you on what you want to go with. So if you were wondering why haven't I still not mentioned about Love Child by Antiguin Decaf, here we are. We will not be able to finish any coffee based perfume without the mention of this one. This is one of my most used, most favorite coffee based perfume, because this has very different nuances to it. I'll tell you the notes breakdown for this one. This has vanilla, dark chocolate, caramel, musk, amber. That's just the top notes. You can see how rich this fragrance is. Then goes into coffee, sage and rose. Then it has orange, pear, basil, black pepper and cardamom. This one is not a safe blind buy, you guys, because the basil, the cardamom, the sage in this is almost at power with coffee. It's like coffee with all the green notes, all the spiciness clubbed together in equal proportion. So this is a green coffee to me. Like, I just cannot ignore the green scent that has a dominance over coffee. This is like coffee is the heart of this perfume. It is like completely wrapped up with the green elements in this. When I bought it, this perfume was more like a green coffee to me with less hints of a sweetness to it, and I had to additionally add some vanilla to make it to work. But after that, it has macerated. Now the coffee, the green, the sweetness, the rosy hints, the amber, the warmth, everything just shines through. So I have been loving this fragrance. This is not a safe blind buy. It is not for everyone. Only if you like the green coffee element, the green gourmand feel of a perfume is when you are going to appreciate this one. Otherwise, don't go for this perfume. The next perfume that I want to talk about is from Nude Fragrances. This is relatively new in my collection and I've recently hauled it. And the reason why I hauled this perfume was because of the name and the notes itself. This is called as Luxe Latte. So this is how the Luxe Latte perfume looks like, and this is in the range of 1500 after discount. So I got it at around 1500 itself, and this perfume is a very different take on coffee. It is not similar to Black Opium. It is not similar to any of the perfumes that I have shared till now with you. This one has a dominating coffee note with so much of creaminess, which is not lactonic, but it is coming from sandalwood. This one has like coffee, it has vanilla absolute, it has normal sandalwood, it has additional Mysore sandalwood, some benzoin, some sweetness, some tartness of tangerine, hints of cardamom, and everything is tied together with vanilla. So this is a very different take on a coffee perfume. It's more fresh kind of a take, a creamier fresh take on coffee. This is what this one is. This is Luxe Latte. The name is just so appropriate for this because it kind of has a luxe feel to it. It kind of has a designer perfume vibe to it at a very low price. I think nude perfumes which has Indian origin, these perfumers are doing great. I love nude fragrances. They perform well in Indian weather. The pricing is doable, and overall the performance, the freshness in the perfume community, you know, they are not dupes. They are coming with their original scents, which is so unique. So I absolutely love them, and I shamelessly want to promote them. I'm not getting anything, like no affiliation, no affiliated links, nothing. I have purchased this with my own money, but I still want to give a shameless shout out to them because I feel that they truly deserve this shout out. In fact, I feel that they should work on their promotions to get more hype for their perfumes. You know, their social media presence is not that great, and that's why they are not kind of that famous, but they deserve a shout out, and I absolutely am enjoying this perfume. A very fresh take on coffee, can be worn during daytime, perfect office wear, sophisticated and luxury in a bottle. The next perfume that I want to talk about is Carolina Herrera Good Girl. Yes, I finally have it. And this perfume, you guys, it just needs no introduction. The very famous Stiletto that was released years back is still going strong. And this has so many notes to it that I don't even know where to start. Like, it has nuttiness, it has very strong white florals, it has woodiness, it has spiciness, it has everything and anything that you can think of. All the notes are present in this perfume. This one is sophisticated, yet it is bold. It is a boss lady perfume. It is a perfume that exudes confidence. This is sexy, it's seductive, it's like a banger, and it's worth every penny is what I can say. However, there are dupes available for Good Girl, but for me, this original perfume, the scent profile and everything just screams luxury. Now, I haven't really tried much dupes for Carolina Herrera. I have had very less experience with those, and after like experiencing the real deal, I don't think I even want to like explore the dupes. I would, however, explore dupes because I cannot repurchase this thing. It's too expensive, and I can get 3 other perfumes in this budget. So I did kind of like cave in and bought this one only because there was a special occasion and I felt that I deserved that little bit of luxury. So I went ahead and, bought this one. It obviously has coffee, cacao, and all of those almond and all of those nutty notes and everything, but the coffee and everything is playing in the background. White florals comes more prominent mixed with all of these notes, but coffee is still like one of a prominent note which is playing a crucial role in the background, so I wanted to include this in this list. I absolutely love this one, but you can consider this more of a white floral domination than coffee domination. The last perfume, I don't have the bottle for it, so I'm going to place the image right here for you to see. I have shared it in my product empties and I have finished the bottle completely and I've used it up and enjoyed it. And since I had similar scent profile in my collection, I did not repurchase it. So I'm talking about Nykaa Afterglow perfume. This is from their Night series collection in their perfumes. There were around 6-7 perfumes that were released. This perfume has a coffee and an almond note along with some white florals and sweetness. You can see the trend, right? There are a lot of perfumes which are on the line of black opium, but with some variations in the notes or in the intensity of the notes. So this also is one of the kind of like that inspired by black opium, but yet I'm not black opium, I'm different kind of a perfume. So this one is from Nykaa Afterglow, and this perfume had kind of like mediocre performance. I was not through and through happy with the way this perfume performed. That was the reason that I kind of made it a target to finish it and take it off from my collection, because I thought that, I have some better perfumes which are doing well. So Nykaa Afterglow was also something that I enjoyed, but I didn't feel the need to repurchase because you can see how many black opium dupes I already have in my collection. So that scent profile became repetitive for me, so I didn't go for another like a backup or repurchase for it. But overall that perfume was good, the experience was good. The longevity and performance was kind of mediocre. That was one more reason that I didn't go for the repurchase, but it did have a coffee note which was dominating and it was playing a good role mixed with the florals and sweetness. It was again acting like a background note, but a very prominent one. So guys, that completes my top 10 coffee perfumes ka list. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Those were my top 10 coffee perfumes. Which ones are yours? Let me know in the comments section. If I find them interesting, I may give it a try. I may purchase and experience it. I hope that you found it interesting and you got some variety of coffee fragrances to choose from. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye.